Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now.
Random Black Guy, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, and here's my review for the film Borat, a subsequent movie film. I'm not gonna say the long ass title, but it's a long ass title, so let's go. Borat, the subsequent movie film, is the newest sequel and Amazon Prime original film, and this film is directed by Jason Woliner? Yeah, I'm probably saying it right now. And obviously it's starring in the troll master himself, Sacha Cohen, as Borat once again. And this film is pretty much the follow-up. It's about the Kazakhstanian reporter Borat, who pretty much is a disgrace in Kazakhstan. He decides to do a one last gig, but this time he can't do it as Borat because everybody knows him in the States as Borat. So he's going out with different disguises, and this time instead of having Azamatov, he has his daughter in this journey, and they tackle everything from Corona to the presidential election to the state of racism and all of the stuff that is really happening in the USA right now. So that is pretty much the plot. I did not know they were supposed to do a follow-up for this film. I am a huge fan of Borat. Like, Borat to me is top 5 the funniest comedy films of all time. It's up there with Dumb and Dumber and Anchorman. So that's how much I love that film. And if you don't know, my moniker is Chocolate Face No Makeup is actually from Borat. And if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Then you are a fan. So like I said, I am a fan of Borat. I'm a fan of Sacha Baron Cohen, says Ali G. I was excited. Do I think this film deliver overall? Yeah, I think this film is pretty funny, but it's also a couple of times I was just in shock. This film is obviously not good as the first one. The first one is a classic, it's a masterpiece. It took that genre to a whole nother level where you as a character goes in so much to the life of this character, and you pretty much interview and try to see how regular people is going to respond to this person, a character that you become. And that is just crazy. And also Larry David was involved with that one, so Larry David's touch is somewhat missing in this film, but still I think that is pretty funny. It was a couple of times I was really in shock, especially one scene that is in the trailer where Borat is in a cabin with 3 other people and they start to tackle with Corona and President Trump. That scene to me was it was so uncomfortable watching that, even though it was really, really funny. I want to see the reaction in the theaters, how people was going to respond hearing all of the stuff that they were saying. Like, Borat is really meeting like real special people, like people that is just brain dead and empty up here. It's just crazy that these people are really existing in real life. It's just I'm so in shock, especially that scene, man. I'm not gonna spoil it, but especially that scene. If you see the film, you know what I mean. It's really, really good, but to me it's somewhat missing from the previous one. You know, Sacha Baron Cohen does a great job being all of these characters. While being all of these characters, the new characters, he still have the Borat accent. So it's kind of funny to know that Sacha Baron Cohen is disguising as Borat, while Borat is disguising at some new people. And it's just crazy to see all that. Like, I was laughing so much my stomach hurts. Is involving Rudy Giuliani, who was a former mayor of New York, and he's somewhat the goon of Trump. And yeah, that scene is just, that is I can't spoil it, but it's just, if you see my facial expression, you know what I mean. It's just like, I was like this watching it. I think that the overall the plot, the main plot, you know, doing this last coup before going back to your home country, and to show them that you never fell off. I liked it. You've seen it so many times before, and it is somewhat pretty generic. You've seen it before. One thing that this film is suffering somewhat is the sequel repeat. Even though it is its own film, some elements is pretty much copy and paste from the previous one. But I still think that this film, you're having a lot of fun watching it. But if you just sit back and really analyze and go to the nitty-gritty, you see some of the stuff that is from the previous one. But still, I was having a blast watching this. I was enjoying this film from start to finish. So it never distracted me from the film. But I still think that this film is it's a special film to watch. It's really special because it's so in tune of what is happening, especially with the presidential election and the debates and all of the stuff that is happening. You know, the big war between the Democrats and Republicans and all of that. It's really special seeing that, and seeing how much this film tackles Trump and the Trump mania. I think that this film is special. I think a lot of people are going to be pissed off and not liking this film because Borat, the first one, is, I think it came out 2006. Am I wrong? Yeah, it's been a while. So the society is not on the same climate as it was when the first Borat came out. So a lot of people are pretty much sensitive. And I think that this film is not going to hit hard or hit in the way that I think I really want this film to do. A lot of people are going to be pissed off and not liking this film because of the way this film is. But give it a chance and really see the message of this film, and really see what Sacha Baron Cohen and the gang is trying to say with this film. If you do, then you are going to have a lot of fun with it and appreciate what this film is about. But if not, you probably gonna hate this. But I still think this is a pretty awesome sequel. I had fun, and yeah, I'm just really surprised that we in 2020, all of this corona debacle and all of this stuff that is happening right now, everything from Nigeria to Congo to US to Sweden to France to Germany, like the world is on a shamble right now. The world is pretty much fucked, and to see that a film like this can take all of that stuff that is happening but also make it in a fun way, I appreciate it. And I think that a laugh is what we need right now in this dark climate that is October 2020.
Message!
My rating of Borat, a subsequent movie film, I'm gonna give it pretty much, I'm gonna be honest, I had a blast watching this, so I'm gonna give this film a 4 out of 5. This is not a 5 out of 5 like the first Borat. It's still up there with the films that is really, really good, darn it. And I enjoy what this film was about. I enjoy the acting, and I enjoy the method acting that Sacha Baron Cohen does in this film. He goes all in a way with Borat that is just amazing, and I always going to appreciate the acting elements and the acting chops of him, because he does some of the most outlandish stuff and you still enjoy it and you still have fun while knowing that the stuff that he's doing, it has to be pretty tough. Anyways guys, what do you think about Borat, a subsequent movie film? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Write your comments down below and let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Cat, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, with my review for the film Borat, a subsequent movie film. And that was my review of Borat, a subsequent movie film. The delivery of blah blah blah, American regime for blah 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 blah. That long ass title. Until next time, guys, I'll give you out there. Peace.
Random black guy.